Hello, good morning. Excited to be with you this morning. I hope you are having a happy Tuesday. It is June. The weather is nicer. I'm wearing short sleeves. I'm a happy lady. Um, so I My name is Genevieve Coe. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Markham, Ontario, Canada. And I just love to share what I do. I love to share it with others. I really enjoy the interaction. So I would really appreciate if you say a little hello in the comments, whether you're watching live or later on if you're watching the replay. I know not everyone can join live. Pat's here. Hello, Pat. So it's just a great way for me to share what I've been doing, share it with others, connect with people all across the country. So even though I live in Markham, I do have team members across the country. Pat is one of them out in British Columbia. So yay, but I'm actually going there for work in a little bit. So I'll get to see her in person. It's super. And I had a super busy weekend this past weekend. Tell me in the comments what you did and what kept you busy. But this weekend, I wanted to jam so many things in. I wanted to help out with our church bake sale fundraiser for our missions team. I wanted to help lead and coordinate our church's first craft and chat experience. Our church is really focused on serving the community, and they've always had these recreation programs, similar to what you'd have at a community center when you sign up for different recreation programs. But I've noticed this for a long time, but most of the recreation programs tend to be like sporty, pickleball, I don't know, volleyball, right? Basketball, things like that. And so in my mind, I was like, not everybody's sporty. And so, when I can, I rent the space at the church to run some of my classes here and there. But I am doing sort of less of those now. But then somebody approached me and said that they noticed that there needs to be perhaps a recreational activity for those that aren't sporty, that can still make space for people. And I'm like, I have an idea for you. And so that's how our first craft and chat at Cornerstone Church came about. And I was so happy. Sorry, I'm like, it's always a mess. I'm trying to adjust here. I was so happy just to see the creativity flowing and people bringing their different crafts. We had people crocheting, bullet journaling, building pipe cleaner flowers, painting, stamping. So all kinds of things. So it was great. So that was just a part of my weekend. I also was determined to get out into the weather, because if I'm not careful, I will blink and it will be winter again and I'll be depressed. And every Tuesday I will talk about how I hate winter. And so those of you who have watched me for a while know, like, I just can't stand the gray and the cold and so now that the weather's nicer, I have to get out. So I told Kevin, okay, we have to go out. Like, I'm going to go on a bike ride. So Saturday we went on a bike ride. Sunday we went on a hike. So I'm trying to just maximize. If you live in warmer climates, maybe you don't feel that urgency, but I'm feeling the urgency, guys. But it doesn't mean I'm not in my craft cave stamping, because I still love sharing with others. I do have some upcoming classes coming up, especially in July. I'm probably going to take August a little bit chill, because my youngest is going away to university and I have to spend all my time with him. No, I may have to help him clean out his room, get moved out, all those sort of things. So August will be a little more chill, but July, I've got the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. That's virtual, so anyone in Canada can participate in that. You'll make 10 different cards and get a goodie bag of product and an exclusive Facebook group and bonus inspiration and chance for prizes in the Facebook group. Okay, so that's one thing that's happening in July. Now is the time to register for that. There's an optional add-on class to that camp, which you can take as part of the camp or just take on its own. I am going to do 6 cards featuring the Kintsugi suite, and that was the suite that I showed off a couple of weeks ago. Let me see. Oh, no, I don't have a sample of the card there, but If you watched the video from a few weeks ago, you'll know that I'm in love with that suite, and even the whole concept about brokenness into beauty, that whole thing. So that's going to be the optional class. So you can sign up and make 6 cards with that. The bundles, the stamp set and the dies are not included in the camp fee or in the class fee. So if you want those, get them, order them, and then you'll have everything you need, like the main part. I won't say everything, but the main parts of what you'll need to do the class. The consumables, the gems, the paper, the envelopes, all of that is included for the class fee. I will cut and prep those and send them to you, or you can pick them up from me if you want to save shipping. But that's a great class because summer camp is not just for kids. Grown-ups deserve fun summer camp activities too. And so that's why Jennifer Cotton in the US and myself have decided to partner again and offer you a camp. Next up, in terms of classes, I've got the Lunch, Laugh, and Craft on July the 8th. And then next week is the Make and Mingle at Pig and Chick Korean restaurant. Okay, so it's a little late to buy your kit and bring it, but you can certainly still register to come and choose from the kits that I have on hand. I'll bring my cash and carry kits. I've got a few different ones. So I have this one. Let me see what I can show you. Speaking of kits, any kit purchase, before June the 16th will also help make a donation to our Thunder Bay missions team. So it's just kind of an informal fundraiser I am doing to help support our team. I'm not going up this year just because of my work schedule, but Kevin will be leading the team. My faithful husband will be leading the team. So any ways that you can support would be so appreciated. And so one way that I'm helping to raise funds for the team is by selling our all-inclusive kits and donating a portion to the team. So let me see whether I can. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to. There we go. So that you can see my table. So this is one of the newer kits. So if you don't have it yet, go ahead and purchase it. A portion will count towards, if you purchase from me, will count towards our fundraising that we're doing. Let me turn off this light. Have you guys seen this kit? I think it's the Something to Smile, maybe is what it's called. And each card is unique. Look at these. You make me smile. The toucan is so cute. Right? Look at this one. And this is a great kit if you want to get together with your friends, get everybody to purchase one of these kits and get together and have a girls' night out. How fun is that? Feel free to invite me, and I'd be happy to do give you some additional crafty fun. Every single one is different. Anybody can, this is my favorite with the sloth. And then it comes with these envelopes that have a decorated flap, and it comes with the box. So what a great and cute kit. If you want to know how to purchase the kits to do some summer crafting, they're actually great to take to the cottage or anything like that. If you're going away this summer, you still get a little crafty fun. Let me show you where to find them and how to make sure that you're purchasing with me as your demonstrator, and that way you'll also be contributing to a good cause. So let me share my screen, and hopefully you can see it here. Okay, so you just go to stampitup.ca. Make sure my name is in the top left-hand corner here. You want to make sure you see my name and my picture. And then you just go to menu and kits, and you can see all of our all-inclusive kits. 2 new ones were just released. This super cute pop-up one. This is great for kids to do. That's so cute. But I think it'd be so great for adults to make the cards and give them to kids, right? There's a little scrapbooking kit. This is the one, Share a Smile kit. It's just $20, and you get to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different cards, plus the box, plus the envelopes. The Beautiful Blues kit is a great one. It includes stamps and ink to create 9 cards. These are great for thinking of you in sympathy. So we have such a variety of kits. Some of them are unavailable. Oh, the Perpetual Beauty is on last chance. This is a great one to keep track of birthdays. Keep that hanging up there. The Cherry Blossom Treat Box is also last chance. Layered Landscapes, last chance. Ooh, you can tell I haven't looked too carefully here. The Card Keeper Box. Garden of Thanks is also last chance. Ooh, this one's a great one, the Scenic Route Travel Journal Kit. Anyway, so take a look at what is there, and your purchases will count towards our fundraiser. Okay, so that's those announcements about upcoming classes, how to make a difference. I wanted to show you some of the kits. Let's do some stamping. I probably have other announcements for you, but as I think of them. Oh, the other one, of course, if you haven't joined my VIP club, my club membership, then why don't you join? Because every month there will be an exclusive technique video, and you can either join just simply by being one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, where you get a professionally designed crafting kit delivered to your door each month, or you can join by being a surprise package subscriber and getting some surprise consumables. And that way you can see a few different things each month. And as a thank you for being one of those subscribers, you get access to an exclusive Facebook group where each month I show an exclusive technique. And then I also, we have a little craft and chat session so that it gives you space and time to use your supplies in group, like with friends or new or old friends. So definitely think about joining my club. Here's a little, do I have a little example of a previous technique? Yeah, this was May's technique, the kimono card. So I shared the technique, oops, this belly band is supposed to be at the front here, of how to make that. All the measurements are given in the video to my club members. And also lately I've been giving them to those who place an order of $60 or more on my online store. Okay, so these are just examples of the techniques that I've done that are exclusive gifts. Okay, so let's get stamping. I wanted to continue to show you a couple of cards that we did at our stamp camp, new catalog stamp camp that I did. Wasn't this past weekend, but the weekend before. And I can't remember whether I've stamped these cards with you before, but I don't think so. So let's start with this one. And let me get the stamp set. Hopefully it is here. Yes. Okay. And you guys are lucky that I'm doing this week because I found still a couple of boxes that were not unpacked from Stamp Camp 2 weeks ago. So everything is in the box. So I thought, perfect. It'll make it quick and easy for me to show you how to create. So today I'm going to be using the Turtley Awesome stamp set. And don't forget, this stamp set is part of the buy one, get one half off sale that's on right now with Stampin' Up. So how many of you have taken advantage of that sale? Because if you haven't yet, now is the time. If I sent you a catalog and you haven't placed your order yet, now is the time. So how it works is anything that's part of a suite is part of the sale. Okay, so that's the easiest way to explain it. So you can buy the whole suite and get another suite at half off, or you can buy the suite and get a stamp set from another suite, and the stamp set would be half off. Okay, so basically it's buy one, get the second half off. The half off price is always off the lowest price item in the cart. Okay, so how do you decide what is a suite? So let me show you here. I'll share my screen again. So so many things are part of suites. So what you do you can just go back to the main homepage if you want. There's even a banner that talks about um, the suites, but you can go to menu. Oh, maybe it'll work under here. If you just click suites, okay, it lists all the different suites collections. Okay, so our Turtley Awesome stamp set is part of the Turtley Cute suite. Okay, and so if we click that, for example, okay, so if I decide I want to buy the stamp set, or say I want to buy the stamp set, yeah, then I can get the dies half off. Okay, or maybe I just want to get this bundle for $60.25. And then there's another bundle that I want to get. So if I go back to this page, okay, maybe because you saw me sharing about the celebratory sips, so you want to get the Totally Awesome bundle and you want to get the Cheers and Sips bundle, okay, then the Cheers and Sips bundle, because it's the lower priced one, will be half off. Okay, but it works for the designer series paper too. Oh, this designer series paper is not available. But say you want to get the ribbon from this and you want to get the ribbon from the other one, then the ribbon, the lower price ribbon will be half off. Okay, so depending how much you put in your cart, it's the lowest items that'll get half off. Now, if you place multiple orders, you can place multiple orders in a month. Then, you could get the bundles first, get the paper later, whatever you want. But June, don't wait too long because it's, stock can sell out, whatever's popular. Okay, so hi, Linda. Hi, Jennifer. Great to see you guys. Hi, Nan. Okay, so anyway, that's the sale. If you have any questions about the sale, just ask me in the comments. I will help you. Or if you have any trouble placing your order, reach out to me, message me. I want to make sure you take advantage of the sale. Okay, so let's get started with this card. This is an 8.5 by 5.5. Okay, where's my trimmer? I had scrapbooking. Oh, that's something else I want to show you. Okay, I'll show you later. I had Life is Beautiful scrapbooking class last night, and that's why my trimmer was out over the table. So we're going to score this at 4.25 on the 8.5-inch side, and that will be our card base. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to take another layer here. It's 4 inches by 5.25 inches. Okay, I think we can just adhere that on top. Let's put some adhesive on there. I'm trying to line it up, but it's okay if it's not perfect. It is handmade after all. Okay. Yeah, this is a cute bundle for kids for sure. Oh, yes. Okay. And then I'm going to take some of that awesome designer series paper. You can use either side. Let me show you this paper. Let me see whether I can find it here. Oh, this is a brand new one. Let me see whether I have one that's already open here. Here it is. Just so you can see it a little closer, right? You can fussy cut out some of these cute turtles, right? And some of these turtles are playing instruments. How awesome is that? Right? So one side and then the other side. Okay, just to give you an idea of the paper in this suite. And again, this is all part of the current promotion. This is fun for summer, right? Could do like little barbecue invitations or thank you cards, right? And if, somebody might not want turtles, but the paper's not wasted because you can just always use the other side. Okay, so that gives you just a little sampling of some of the paper that's part of that. But anyway, for this card, I used the stripy side here. Okay. And so let me adhere that on in the center, I think. Oops. Let's use this one since I've got it right here. Okay, and then this color here is Shaded Spruce, and it is using the Stylish Shapes dies. I already pre-cut it. At my stamp camps, I try to pre-cut as much as possible just to save time and make it a little easier. So I'm just using this one. And what I did was I cut out, and then after I cut it out, I embossed it with the embossing folder. So let me show you the embossing folder. I have it here. It is called the Turtle Textures Embossing Folder. So whenever you're die cutting and embossing, the trick is you do the die cut first and you do the embossing second. Okay, the reason for that is if you do the embossing first and then die cut, when it gets passed through the cut and emboss machine, it will flatten the embossed texture. So that's why I die cut it first and then I embossed it. So we've got that nice deep pattern there. We just cut off the side so that it matches with the straight edge of the card. See that? So let's adhere that down. Now remember, when you're using seal, we break the adhesive by flexing our wrists like that. We don't just lift it up and let the gummy, it's because it's a strong adhesive. So, okay, so we're gonna pop that here. Okay, and then I've got another stylish shape, just the next size. Okay, so these are great dies if you don't have them yet, because we've got all kinds of different shapes here. So I've already pre-cut them using our cut and emboss machine. Just wanted to show you those. If you don't have them yet, you should. Okay, and then I'm going to just put this here, but let's use our stamp set. And I'm going to use this cute little turtle here. And we're going to stamp him in Memento Black ink. Okay, crisp, clean, cute. And then where's the other stamp? And let's do the sentiment. It's okay to take it slow. I don't know whether I want to put it up near the top, near the bottom. There we go. Okay, this is the magic of stamping. Look at that. I didn't have to draw anything. He's so cute. So all we're going to do is add a little color now. So let me grab some markers. I've got the Summer Splash here. And then we will use some Old Olive. And then we've got some Shaded Spruce too. Okay, so let's color this guy up. I think I'll use this for this is the dark Old Olive. Is there a light Old Olive? No, all dark. Okay, that's okay. So I am going to color this little guy. And while I'm coloring, I would love to read your comments. And you can tell me what you've been crafting lately. Have you taken, I'm going to leave his little nails because at Stamp Camp, some of the people did the nails in a different contrasting color. And it was so cute. So I'm going to do the same. Okay, so I'm going to just color this guy in. I'm going to color his bottom of the shell the same color. So tell me if you've, what you've been crafting lately. There's always a reason to craft. And what I find, sometimes we have a problem with prioritizing our art or our craft. But I say it is worth it to make the time, because what you make is also a blessing to other people. So, for example, I had a church meeting on Saturday, and it was actually the leader of the meeting had actually wanted to buy that cherry blossom kit, but it wouldn't have arrived in time because she wanted to make everybody a little something at the meeting. We're all like coaches for like different groups at church. So I said, no problem. I know that kit won't arrive in time. Let me make up something. And I made up these cute little boxes, which held 4 small chocolates. And I was able to customize it. I used the Storybook Friends Designer Series paper that has a bit of a gardening theme, because as coaches, we talk about how we're, helping people to grow. And so I was able to customize that and used a little stamp, and I was able to hand it out at our meeting on Saturday, and I think everyone loved it. I think they felt pretty touched that it was handmade. I made the little box. If I have time, I'll post a picture later, show you. Okay, let's maybe do this in Summer Splash. So tell me in the comments what you've been crafting, because I want to read what you've been crafting. Is this Summer Splash? No, it is, sorry, Shy Shamrock. I'm mistaken. Of course, we're going to do green. So this is Shy Shamrock. Okay, our blends markers, they are alcohol based, so they do have a little bit of an odor. And when you're done, you must cap them quickly because alcohol evaporates a little faster. So you want to, but the great thing about that is the ink dries so fast after you've colored. Okay, and then shaded spruce. Okay. And our blends markers have a blunt tip and a brush tip. So I'm using the blunt one because I feel like I have a little more control. But depending on what you're coloring, you may want the brush tip to give like a lighter touch and or even coverage. Look at how this guy's coming together. Okay, and then what should we name him? Whenever I'm stamping with a critter, I feel like he needs a name. What does he look like to you? Here's his face. Maybe it'll help you name him. I'd love to hear what you'd like to name him. Okay, let's do his fingernails. Maybe I'll do them in shaded spruce. Oh, too dark. I should have maybe done it in Shy Shamrock. There we go. Just this little piece here. Okay. Look it, isn't he cute? Let's put some dimensionals. Where's my dimensionals? Hello, dimensionals. And the great thing about this suite is that there's even coordinating ribbon and coordinating gems that go along. And so they would all qualify for the buy one, get half off sale that we've got going right now. So see, this is that coordinating ribbon. So let me just tie a little knot here. I don't know where I want to put this. I think here is okay. Or we could just do it down here maybe. What do you think? It's always top, bottom. I think I'll do top. Okay. Let me. Oh, this is a brand new one. Let me see. Finish off my old one before I open a brand new one here. Okay, so whenever we adhere ribbon, glue dots are our best friend. We're just going to push that against the glue dot. And boom. And I think this card was inspired by something I saw on Pinterest. I can't remember who. Sorry if you came up with that design. I can't give you credit because I don't remember where I saw it. Okay, and then let me see whether I have any of the coordinating gems. I suspect I do because I tend to buy things I tend to buy things in suites. Here, see? Look at these gems. Okay, so maybe we'll take the lighter one. Isn't that fun? It's like jewels on the card. Okay, so tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think his name is. I hope you like the card. I was going to do another one. I don't know whether I have time. Or maybe I can save it for next week. Because I wanted to also show you what we did at our Life is Beautiful scrapbooking class last night. And so if you haven't tried our scrapbooking kits, I highly encourage you to try it. Thanks, Pat. I'm glad you like it. What would you name the turtle? So if you haven't tried our scrapbooking kits, I would give them a try because everything, all the instructions are inside. It tells you the base materials you need, which is most of the time it's literally just paper trimmer, scissors, and adhesive. Okay. And then if you want to do your photos at the same time, it tells you what photos you need, how many photos you need, and whether they're portrait or landscape, and will tell you how many you need of what size, okay, so that you have an idea. But I always put my pictures after. And then inside, it just gives you the cutting guide. So you cut all the paper, and then it's got tells you how to adhere it together. Okay, so that's how that works. So when we get together for our Life is Beautiful scrapbooking class, there's no charge to attend the class. You just need to have purchased one of the scrapbooking workshop kits from me. And then we do it together. And so let me show you. This one is called Weekend Adventures. You can purchase it right on my online store there. And let me show you the 6 layouts, 6 pages, 3 layouts that I made. And then these are all the leftover pieces that I can use for other things, which is awesome. And I even had time last night to get my pictures on. So let me show you. Okay, so I think it's like these two go together. So I just have to I just have to do the journaling. So this one, I know these layouts are meant maybe if you go camping or hiking, but I'm not like huge on those things. So I thought it was still appropriate for just an outing. And so in January last year, we needed just a little fun little break for our family. We drove across the border to Buffalo and we tried to do all the things we can't do in Canada. So we went to Trader Joe's. Okay. And we bought all these like Trader Joe snacks. Okay. And then it was snowing. It was really miserable. But see, this is what makes it a little fun because otherwise I would just be miserable because it's snowing. But then we went to this like crumble cookie place and got these like gourmet cookies and gorged out on them. So that was part of our adventure. And then here's other layouts. And then since we were, okay, I can't remember. I think it goes this way. Maybe it goes this way. No, it goes this way. I can't remember. It doesn't really matter. You can't see the whole layout anyway. Okay, so then, of course, we visited Niagara Falls. Oh, dimensional backings. Hello. They attach to everything. And then we went to the Hershey Kiss store. And so we had to kiss, right? Ha ha. And then, so I just have to journal, right? We just stay, like, it was almost like a staycation because Buffalo is really about, like, and Niagara Falls, it's about 2 hours drive for us. So we were able to see this wonderful, magnificent falls. We didn't really hike it. There is a pathway behind you can hike, but come on, it's January, there's snow. We were just outside. And so we got to see some things. That's our hotel. Okay. And then, yeah, that's it for that adventure. But the kit makes 6 pages. So I can use these layouts for another Another adventure. So you might be wondering what this is. This is a little trick because some of them have stickers. And so since I haven't yet put my picture here, I just put some wax paper behind, or kind of that waxy paper that's part of the stickers. After you've taken off the sticker, I just put it behind so that I can still finish my page. And see, I used dimensionals here so that the picture can still go in. So this is a great way to preserve your memories, to tell your stories. See, I didn't even glue this part down so that I can. And the kit just tells you which layout it goes on. This is like project 3. So this is for layout number 3. And I can glue that after once I stick my photos down. So this is, and look at all the stuff I have left over, right? So I still have stickers, I have paper, which I can use for other projects. So if you've been wanting to scrapbook, but you find it overwhelming, I highly recommend you get one of these scrapbooking workshop kits and give it a try. And then you can join in on my next Life is Beautiful scrapbooking class. I don't have it scheduled yet, though, because of the summer coming and my work schedule. But don't worry, I will have another one because I participate in the class as well by getting the pages done. So I wanted to share that with you. If you really want to go epic, I encourage you to register for the virtual album retreat, which is coming up on July 16th to 18th. But if you're not available then to watch the live presentation, you can watch the replay later. So there's no reason you can't do that. And here are the layouts you will make. You will make 12 layouts. You can theme them per month if you want. Here you can get a sneak peek of all of them. Okay. And so for this virtual album retreat, your ticket into this album retreat is purchasing this month by month album kit. Okay. It's called the month by month album kit. It's $340 Canadian. And I know that price point sounds high, but keep in mind you are getting all the pre-cut pieces to create 12 layouts or 24 pages, plus 3 days of video content. So that teaches you the techniques to use on the pages. They are, I don't want to say like, it's kind of celebrity presenters, like celebrity in our Stampin' Up! World presenters, and they will be sharing their lives and their stories with you. So, and my special offer that I'm offering is when you buy the month by month album retreat kit from me, so make sure to choose me as your demonstrator, I will give you $30 in Stampin' Rewards that you can use either, to purchase more, to purchase the like hardcover album that you can put these in, or you can, put it towards another Stampin' Up! Order, whatever you want. And that will be my gift to you for joining me on this virtual album retreat. So what questions do you have about the virtual album retreat? I would love for you to join because it's going to be great. I got my album retreat kit here. It comes in a special box. I don't know if you can see it. How do you see it here? Anyway, the box is decorated a little bit with little confettis on the side, just to tell you it's something special. And inside the box, it's such a happy surprise because you're going to get all these stamp sets. Okay, so you can kind of see the stamp sets that you're getting. Oh, here. Okay, so you're getting an alphabet stamp set, a banner and shape stamp set, images here with like seasonal bits. Okay, you'll get the photo placeholders. You're getting gems. Okay, so hang on. Flip flaps that you'll need to finish and complete your pages. Okay, twine. Okay, so that everything has been really organized for you in here. Can't put the box on the, I don't know, can I put the box on the table so that you can see the glory inside? Hang on. Okay. My box is going to fall apart. Nan, do you scrapbook? You were just saying, I don't think this is going to work. I don't think it's going to fit on my table. I am trying to get it on my table here. Okay, sorry, this is not really working because my mount is kind of in the way. Okay, you get the idea. It's all in a box. Okay, so here's, okay, these are, I don't know if you can kind of see them, the months, right? They're all there for you. Okay, any extra die cuts you'll need, it's all labeled and here for you. Okay, I should probably put that into that bag. Okay, and that's not all, there's more. Okay, inside the box, you'll get all the page protectors you need. Okay, so you just need your album. So I hope you're kind of getting a feel of how this price point of $340. It's because of all the product you receive, plus the presentations of our celebrity presenters, which will show the techniques. So it's really 3 days of classes you're getting. And then plus everything has been pre-cut and packaged for you. Okay, so that minimizes the work. Okay, so see how everything, so this is going to be layout number 1. Okay, and this is going to be layout number 2. Okay, see that? So everything is pre-cut. It's going to be amazing. So, and don't forget, it's actually, I like to think of it, it's not really $340 because you're going to earn Stampin' Rewards on them. You're going to get 10% back for future purchases. So that helps, offset the other things you're going to purchase anyway. And then plus you're going to get $30 from me. So that brings down the price a bit. And then the value of what you're getting, you're going to get it done. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have a whole album that you can use as a, here, let me turn on the light. Okay. So maybe you're thinking like, wouldn't this be a great way to make an album of the grandkids and get it all done? Or you just want to tell the story of your life, right? Whether it's a vacation you went on or a special year that you had, or even if you're grieving and there's a certain, like, I think that's also part of telling the story. So, but a year in a glance, pre-cut for you, it's going to be done. You're going to have such a sense of satisfaction afterwards. And those videos are available for you to watch, so you can pause, catch up, replay them if you need to. And that is that. So that was like a little explanation of the virtual album retreat, because it's the first time Stampin' Up! Has done it. So my fear is that you guys don't know what you're getting. So I just wanted to make sure to explain all of that. And that's it. All you need to do to get into that virtual album retreat is to buy that kit, and I'll show you where to get it. You just go to the online store here, and then you're going to click What's New, Virtual Album Retreat, and it tells you all about it. And when you're ready to purchase, you just click Purchase the Kit. The item number is there, 167338, if you're one that likes to just write down item numbers. Just keep in mind you cannot expedite ship it. So order it now so that you'll have it when the videos become available on July the 16th. Okay, so and the number of kits is limited. There's not an infinite number of kits, as you would expect. So don't wait if that's something you want to enjoy. Okay, so I think that's everything I wanted to share today. I should be back next week. I'm getting ready to head out for work to BC, but I think I'll still be here next week. So, oh yes, I will be here. No, I won't. It's my birthday next week. So I'm actually going to take the day off work and do something special, but I may join you guys first before I do that. I guess I'll decide closer to the day. But I do have another card to stamp, so I probably will join you. Okay, have a great day. Genevieve rambling, because you're all my friends, and it is such a great joy to have you joining me. Okay, have a great day. I hope you're inspired. Bye for now.